In myself, you're right. The person who should have said, "Can I pray with you on the spot?" Or how about every week after church or before church, let's pray for your daughter together to encourage the person to keep praying.
Yes.
If I feel the person isn't praying in enough, right? Rather than say you don't pray enough and then walk and then condemn and then possibly tell half the entire cell group that I don't know. But you're just saying, hey, let's come alongside. You can even pray on the spot now, because the person is supposed to be a leader. Or let's say after church, let's pray. Before church, let's pray. And let's try for 3 or 4 weeks. At least you show that you care for the person. That's for my case. The one about choir, and that happened, this was a church. And it's one of those churches that they want to be perfect in their choir. So it's a very fairly large church. So as a result, I don't know how he managed to pass the audition, but he actually passed the audition. There could be a slip up there, and he got in for 1 or 2 months. But you're right, nobody actually thought of the idea of calling him aside one-to-one or a few just to sing with him and to teach him how to sing personally. If you're giving him voice training or whatnot, he didn't come from a rich family, so he never learned music or whatnot, violin or whatever else in the past. So it's just strictly off the street type of a person. Nobody thought of that, but eventually they pushed him into the different ministry. So they actually asked him, would you consider going into this other ministry that would be more suitable for you? They actually didn't try to actually get him into the choir. This is a real life case. Okay, but the trick about hospitality is keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and keep your hands open. Okay, and control your mouth. So you can't keep it shut all the time, because hospitality, you really need to talk. You'll be stupid if you're like this wooden guy, expressionless. How are you? How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pure, you don't talk, there's no hospitality ministry. You behave like a piece of wood, like a robot. In fact, robot have more expression than this other guy who come to you. I can always remember his face. Why? Because it never changes. Every week I come, it looks exactly the same. But that is pointless for hospitality ministry if you fail to encourage, fail to build encouragement or talk or make the person feel at ease if you don't talk. Imagine you go to the house and he keeps quiet. I mean, you really need to talk. Hospitality is the gift of the gap is also quite important. Not just what, and of course what you say. But the reason why you keep your eyes, hands and ears open, is that because it sometimes helps small things. Let's say for instance, you invite your mom to your house and your mom is not a Christian. And sometimes by showing hospitality, she may be more inclined to listen to the gospel. But you show hospitality by looking at what she needs. If she's feeling depressed, if she's feeling, I got no money, the prices of fish have gone up so high, and Chinese New Year is coming, I need to get some prawns. As a son, you may say, hey, I can go to the wet market and buy the prawns for you. Okay. Remember, hospitality, there's always a cost. In the case of Jeff, somebody broke his favorite cutlery set, those plates and cups. I don't know how they broke it, but they broke a handful together. He was very angry at the time. Okay, but there's always this idea of listening. What the person says. Can you help? You don't have to do big things. Jeff never ever, I think only once or twice went to buy a pizza, but most of the time he just only provide drinks. But it's just when I did badly for my assignment. I remember one time I did an assignment in school, and it's 10 marks for the final exam. Guess how many marks I scored? May I guess, boss? Lower than that.
0.
Lower than 0.
Minus.
Minus. I was so angry because the stupid lecturer gave me -3 marks. I was fuming mad, which lecturer ever gives someone minus marks for their assignment, and I got minus marks. And so after that, Jeff was there, and he's also a lecturer in the series. I complaining about his colleague that gave me -2 marks for the assignment. And Jeff I don't know what he said, but end of the day I said, okay, let's forget the incident. Let's move on. Let's put aside this. But it's him hearing what I'm saying, and being able to add value to that, because many times we give advice, but honestly speaking, the advice do not add value at all, and I'm very guilty of that. I just give an opinion, because you talk about something, I have a similar event, I say the same thing. Really, it doesn't really help you. But sometimes listening is, you just think the person feel you're sympathetic, a listening ear. Jeff cannot help me with the subject. He's not even a subject lecturer that was statistics. I got -2 marks for statistics. Jeff doesn't teach statistics. He teach some science subject. I'm not in science, I'm in accountancy. So he's not my lecturer, so he can't even help me. But it's a listening ear. Sometimes in the hospital, you just want someone to listen. Of course, there are some people who talk so much that enough. You got other things to do. But you need to balance the thing. It's a seeing ministry. What is needed? That if you really want to win your in-laws, you may invite them to your house every Chinese New Year. Other festivals that Indians may have. Don't just invite. See what exactly they want. What do they like to do? Just another example of hospitality is different case. There's this elderly guy during my time. This is in Melbourne, different place, and he turned around and told the home host of the home group, I don't know how to speak. I'm not very educated through. What can I do? Then the home leader said, hey, can you help make coffee and tea and all the drinks? And he said, fine, I will do that. And that's what he did. But unusual when he did more than that, is that if you come in and you, like me, it doesn't work with me. Like there's certain people that come that always drink a particular way, how many sugar, with milk, coffee, milk. He actually remembered all of that. So when you come in, you have a drink before the cell group starts, and you drink after the cell group starts. In between, no drinks provided. And he would actually remember your favorite drink, and remember whether you want milk or sugar and whatnot. And this is carrying hospitality to a different level. Barring the case, you go back to Genesis 24. What was the prayer that Rebecca gives him a drink, but Rebecca also willingly provide drink for the camel. That is, even though he never asked. No, the servant never asked Rebecca to provide drink for the camel. And the quality of the hospitality is shown here. You see, you hear, and you open the hands. Rebecca's hospitality. The guy asked for drink. Yes, I provide drink. Thank you very much for all of you. If I want, I'm complainer. I would like my friend to complain about this drink. But the guy that I didn't like the group, but you complain everything. But like Rebecca, she saw he has 10 camels. There's a need for them. He never asked. She acted. Agreed. It's just like the guy who made coffee and tea. He remember all the orders. Every week you come, he will know. You just come, he will prepare for you. If you he notice that you order the same type of drink, he'll prepare exactly the same. You don't even have to ask. Here a cup of coffee for you, and you a cup of tea, and you a cup of Milo with the exact sugar level that you want, exact milk level, too milky, less milky. He takes the trouble to remember that. And somebody said it's the best coffee I've ever tasted in the Celsius. Another person is the best tea I ever tasted. It's partly because he takes the time to actually ask, hey, is the tea hot enough for you? Is it too cold? Is it too sweet? And he brings hospitality from serving a drink like you want coffee, I make for you, that's it, to an nth level, to a level of customization. And because he sees, he hears, and with his hands. And the same with Rebecca. She takes the second level to see the camels are thirsty. I voluntarily take it up. That is hospitality. You ask for a drink, I give you a drink. That is standard human response. We expect that of every Christian life. It's just water, it's not, doesn't really cost you that much. I ask for a drink and you give me water, not alcohol, that's fine. I mean, that's reasonable, but she opened her eyes to see hospitality at its finest. And that is the wife that was chosen for Isaac, Rebecca. Okay, let's okay.